We have a nonprofit, and our books were being handled by an outsourced bookkeeper using QuickBooks. Someone else is going to be doing the bookkeeping now, and she doesn't have QuickBooks. How do we get it? So you didn't specify QuickBooks Desktop or QuickBooks Online, but because you said she doesn't have QuickBooks, and QuickBooks Online isn't something that you have, it's more like an account that you gain access to. So I'm assuming that you mean QuickBooks Desktop. So since your organization is a nonprofit, I would recommend popping over to TechSoup.org. I'm going to type that in, TechSoup.org, where your nonprofit can get a copy of QuickBooks Desktop for $50 for a single user, or $125 for 3 simultaneous users. And that's QuickBooks Premier. So you can even install the Premier Nonprofit Edition if you are so moved, or any of the other Premier editions. I don't know if Premier Accountant is one of the editions available at TechSoup. It's definitely my favorite of all the Premier editions. Plus you have all the other ones kind of nestled inside of it. But you can get QuickBooks Premier General Business Edition or QuickBooks Premier Nonprofit. If your nonprofit focuses on something that's more industry specific, like consider Habitat for Humanity, which is way too big for QuickBooks. But you get my point. If your nonprofit does something that's, let's say, construction related, you can actually get, it may make sense for you to choose QuickBooks Premier Contractor Edition. So if you ever have any more detailed questions about that, feel free to send them my way, like which version of QuickBooks should my nonprofit get. I'd be happy to listen to the details about what your nonprofit does and recommend the version of QuickBooks Desktop that makes the most sense. Great. So that being said, if I'm wrong about the underlying assumption and it actually is QuickBooks Online, all you have to do is see who the master admin is and make sure that if the master admin is someone already in your nonprofit organization, all you have to do is invite your new bookkeeper to the QuickBooks Online file. That person will be prompted to create credentials, gain access to the file, that's fine. If, however, your outsourced bookkeeper was the master admin, which by the way should never be the case, an organization should have possession of their own assets, but there are bookkeepers out there who will keep the file instead of their clients, then you can have the master admin transferred over. I would give a call to QuickBooks Tech Support about that. And there also is a technology out there whose name I can't remember, but can actually be used to copy a QuickBooks Online file. So that might be an option for you as well. And if you do go with QuickBooks Online, bear in mind that you can also get that from TechSoup for $50 a year. A year, you heard me correctly, not $50 a month, $50 a year. That's the administrative fee that they charge when Intuit donates a license for nonprofits.